Hey everyone, Token Dave over here. Dorky Token Black Guy just trying to get by. And welcome to another ADD ADHD rant. Here I briefly talk about multiple topics in a particular time frame. And yeah, the Infinity War trailer dropped, and the trailer looks cool. Looks really cool. I mean, people are losing their shit over it and everything, and then everyone's uber excited, and me, I'm like, yeah, I share your excitement. There's like, what do you mean you share our excitement? Like, your reaction video was kind of like, you were like, meh. To which I say, number one, I was actually at work. I was actually in my building at work. So, yeah, I couldn't, like, fanboy out if I wanted to. But the other thing is, I've been excited since, like, the post-credit of Avengers. So, yeah, you already had the shut up and take my money thing for me for the past 6 years. I was there. I was there for the jump. So, yeah, they already had me. So, yeah, But there were three things that stuck out for me from the trailer. One where basically, Thanos saying, like, when he's successful, half of the human race would be like, gone, and everything will be perfectly balanced. I'm like, yeah, nice. All right, basically, Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos quest plot. All right. The second thing is like when Gamora saying like what Thanos could do once he gets all the Infinity Gems. Infinity Stones, MCU, Infinity Stones, to which I'm a little disappointed because if what she says and displays and everything, she does all that, we're not going to see that scene, which that's the one scene that I really want to see in this movie, But the last thing is like, with Thanos, like basically palming Thor's head and with basically Captain America holding Thanos' hand back as much as he can, which goes into the whole who's going to die, because people expect somebody to die and everything. And, I was going to talk about who died in the comics, but I'll save that for when I do my Infinity Gauntlet CSA. But if you want to know my take on who I think is going to die, I think it's going to be Captain America and the Hulk. Why? Well, with the Hulk, they did plan a Hulk. There hasn't been a solo Hulk movie. Universal doesn't want to release the rights to the MCU so they can do their own movie. So I don't really see what else they could really do with the Hulk. Really? So, yeah. Yeah, so that's it. And the other thing is, Chris Evans, if I remember correctly, Chris Evans was slated to do 6 movies, and this is his 6th one, so he hasn't stated that he's going to renew the contract. He hasn't stated that he's going to continue, so we haven't heard much from Chris Evans, so yeah, I pretty much think that, this is the last time we're going to see Steve Rogers Captain America in the MCU, So, with that said, basically, Marvel were kind of dicks by pushing up Infinity War, because they knew everyone was going to want to see it, and with pushing it up, people were going to buy tickets left and right and everything, and, I personally think that is actually affecting, the box office for Tomb Raider. Now, Tomb Raider, was a movie that basically, a lot of people were anticipating because they got an actress that looks like Lara Croft, particularly the rebooted Lara Croft. Now, I've only played the first 2 Tomb Raider games, and I keep forgetting if it was the 3rd game that I played or the 4th game, but neither here or there. I don't know much about this Lara Croft, but pretty much a lot of people are pretty much bashing the movie, saying that it's pretty bad and everything. The biggest praise that I hear is that the movie is meh, which is kind of sad. So it looks like the bad video game movie adaptations have not, that the curse has not been broken as of yet, which I did not see that happening, to be honest. I don't think we'll get a universally good video game movie by both critics and fans, maybe not for at least another 15 years, at least at all. So, and truth be told, Infinity War, I knew the tickets were going to go on sale and it's going to be hard to get seats. That caused me to buy the Infinity War tickets and everything, and not try to see Tomb Raider this weekend, as well as some other movies I was planning to see. But yeah, so I can understand the competition, you need to compete and everything, but pretty much a dick move on Marvel's part. Speaking of which, another dick move on Marvel's part because of the Infinity War. Man, there were a couple of movies that are slated to come out in April that, man, everyone's anticipating Infinity War. They're not going to see it, and the two movies are Rampage and Ready Player One. I don't know much about Ready Player One. It looks cool, but I don't know much about it. But Rampage, oh God, Rampage. Yeah, Rampage looks like a real niche movie. So, yeah, I feel really bad for that movie, But neither here or there, one thing that basically, speaking about Marvel, excuse me, speaking about Marvel dominating things, Black Panther is still still doing great, and people are noticing that people are willing to turn out to see a movie with a black superhero in the lead, and as well as predominant black cast, with the exception of China, but that's for a separate video. Anyway, so with movie studios doing this, it looks like they're pretty much saying, hey, we gotta get more black superheroes up in forefront and everything, so let's see what we can do. And Sony is the first one because with their Spider-Verse without Spider-Man, mind you, they decide to say, you know what? Despite how bad the Venom trailer is, and we put Silver and Black on indefinite hold, let's go with a Night Watch movie. Yeah, let's do a Night Watch movie. And who the fuck is Night Watch? I mean, I know of him because he was briefly in Maximum Carnage, but that was only the real time that I really remember Night Watch. No one fucking knows who Night Watch is, and thus far the only studio that has proven to take D or Z-list characters for obscure characters from comics has been Marvel Studios, not Sony. They fucked up Spider-Man big time, with Amazing Spider-Man, and by the looks of it, the Venom trailer. But now they got Spike Lee tapped to try to direct Night Watch, and I'm like, why? Why for Sony and why for Spike Lee? Personally, because Spike Lee, he can do other things. But Sony is not the only culprit for desperately trying to, have black superheroes or black talent, behind the scenes and everything. Because basically, DC has tapped Ava DuVernay, or Ava DuVois. I know I should know how to pronounce her name, but the lady that directed the awesome Selma and all, and who followed up that awesomeness with Wrinkle in Time, which I've not heard good things about at all, with the exception of the specs. But she's tapped to direct New Gods. So you're telling me that a lady with a spotty directorial record so far, right? They're going to have her tackle New Gods. I myself was hesitant when Marvel tapped Ryan Coogler to direct Black Panther, because basically the only other movie was Creed and oh my god, I keep forgetting the first movie he did with Michael B. Jordan about the kid that got killed by the cops and everything. But at least Marvel went with someone that had two great showings and then gave him a big thing. DC, it's like, yo, this lady, she did one great movie and then one big bomb. Doesn't balance out, you know. But hey, she's a black director. We need black people. We need black folk behind the camera more. And you know what? We give her something that's big budgeted and everything, which she dropped the ball on. So yeah, you see now, everyone was bitching about DC talking to what you would call Michael Bay to direct Lobo and everything. I was one of the people that was like, you know what? I'm cool with this. And as much as I hate Michael Bay as a director, you know, he does do big bombast to the lower common denominator. And if you want something like that, hey, Lobo's a character. You could, you know, if you want to do 80s Lobo with like big muscle, big guns, big explosion, like, you know, Cormus with the main man, hey, Michael Bay, that's his niche and everything. But you want to do something like the New Gods, you need someone that's really proven. And Ava DuVernay or Duva, I keep forgetting how to pronounce the last name, but yeah, yeah, don't know about that one. Don't know. Yeah. Anywho, so you know, end this thing off. You know, I'm gonna have to end this off in memorandum because we lost two very big people this week. We lost Craig Mack, you know, one of the most underrated rappers. Everyone only remembers his song, what we call "Flavor in Your Ear," when Puffy was like building up Bad Boy. But you know, if you brought the album Funk the World and heard the whole album, it's amazing, you know. And Craig Mack is only 10 years older than me, which, to be frank, from what my doctors are telling me, I'm probably going to end up sharing his fate pretty soon in that time period. But yeah, you know, Craig Mack, yo, he's going to be missed. And we also lost Steve Hawkins, you know, the lead physicist of the century. You know, I mean, they said that he was supposed to have died 50 years ago, but he lived all the way up into his 70s, and that's freaking amazing. So, you know, I'm just going to end this ADHD rant, you know, for us to remember these two awesome and amazing people, you know. So, rest in peace, Craig Mack and Steve Hawkins. All right. Later, everyone.